Hey everyone, welcome to Stand and Empower. And in today's segment, I have my special guest, Kathy Best. Kathy, welcome. I'm so glad that you were able to take some time out of your busy day to be here.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
Thank you. Well, tell us a little bit about what is it that you do? What are you passionate about? What wakes you up every morning?
So a couple things. I'm passionate about a lot of different things. In my personal life, I'm passionate about just anything outdoors. I love camping, hiking, swimming, just traveling and being outside. I just love being in nature. But as a professional, I am an occupational therapist.
Okay.
And that involves helping people regain function after they've been injured or have had some sort of illness like a stroke, or in younger people, maybe they've been born with a condition or developed a condition early on like autism or some other type of developmental delay. And that can, then it's more about helping them to gain function in the first place from where they're starting.
How did you end up going into that field?
That's a good question. In high school, I was trying to just go ahead and figure out what I wanted to do, going to college, because my cousin was an OT, and I wanted to figure out something to do and not have to spend a lot of time in college trying to while I was trying to figure it out. But my cousin was an OT and occupational therapist, and so that's how I figured out that that's what I wanted to do.
Well, that's great that you had somebody to look up to, somebody to ask questions that was already in that field.
Absolutely. It was really helpful, and she let me come and shadow her in her work and told me more and more about it, so that really helped me to make a decision.
Yeah. And how long is that field? Like, how long do you have to go to school for?
Now you have to get you can get a master's or you can get a doctorate. So it's 5 to 6 years, depending on which way you go.
Oh, okay. Wow. That can be a pretty long time, but it's well worth the commitment if it's something that you really enjoy doing.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what are some of the challenges that you've had just, throughout, and how have you overcome them?
I think the biggest, well, there's been several, I guess, but I think the biggest challenge with this career choice or this industry is the changes over the years in insurance regulation. And that has really made it difficult to, it changes the way that we treat. So from the time I started to now, it's very different. Whereas when I started, I could work with someone for 45 minutes to an hour one-on-one.
Yeah.
And provide really good quality care. Now it may be that we have to work with 2 to 3 people at one time, and so it just changes what you're able to do. Also, there's a lot of things we have to do outside of just the treatment now. So documentation, working with insurance to get authorizations, those types of things. It just takes a lot more time than it did before.
Yeah, I bet. And just must make it just very challenging because you're trying to provide the best care, right? That it is different, right? The one-on-one when it comes to medical compared to just the group environment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely so. It's a big difference, but I mean, it can be done and it can still be done well. It's just, you just have to change the way that you do it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Was there a time in your life that you can remember, something pivotal that changed you, that either even inspired you in some way?
I think there's been a couple of different times in my life. I think one important one has been when I was probably in my 30s and just having a little bit of a tough time with some anxieties and some different things like that. And I had a couple of teachers that I looked to, mentors that I read some of their books and attended some of their conferences. And that really helped me a lot and helped me to learn to go within, learn some meditation techniques, to begin to trust my inner wisdom and use my intuition and, trust my own inner awareness to help guide me. And I think that really made a big difference for me and helped me move forward. Also in business, as I was moving into a role where I was helping to manage a business and partnering in a business. So also I had a couple of mentors where when I started to get into more of a leadership role where I was helping to manage the company and partnering with them in the business, they really helped me learn a lot. And I don't know that I could have gone into that role and done all the things that I had done without their guidance along the way. So I think mentorship is really important.
Yeah. And it's neat from what you're sharing in your story is that on that personal level, right, with just going through anxiety, being able to seek help, it takes a lot to do that and to be vulnerable to that point. But you learn some skills that helped you throughout that. And especially seeking mentorship when it comes to business is also another important step. So if you're out there and you're struggling with anxiety, please get help. You're not alone. It's not a sign of weakness to experience those things. And a lot of the times, even when you're going through good things and positive changes, even with that can come anxiety. So just know that you're not alone. So please seek help. And then also with mentorship, it just takes the question, right? And it's about taking that step to reach out. What's the worst they can say? No, but hey, maybe they can refer you to somebody else, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it really makes a huge difference. Just having someone to bounce ideas off of, and just when things are confusing or you're just not sure which direction to go, it can really just help you, give you that nudge in the right direction. If you're feeling stuck, it can really help you just like shift and refocus, and then help you start to move forward in a big way.
Yeah, it's great to have that support.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, who has been your biggest supporter?
My biggest supporter is my husband, Mike. I think he just always has been there. He's my rock. So I'd say he has to be number one.
Yeah. Oh, that's very nice to have someone like that on your team, right? Cheering you on every time that whatever it is you decide to do, right? That you have that person alongside. And again, remember, you're not alone. So if you need help and support, just reach out. Well, thank you again, Kathy, for being here today. I really do appreciate your time. I have one final question for you. How do you stand and empower?
I think I stand and empower by offering up assistance anytime that I can. If anybody that I work with has questions or wants to collaborate on things, I think I'm always willing to help and assist in any way I can. But also when I need it, when I'm confused or I have questions, I don't hesitate to ask those around me, because I'm never going to get better unless I do. And so I think it just is important to listen to yourself, but also know when you do need some help, it's time to ask for some help from somebody else. So there's always people around. Most people want to help too, I would say. So they helps them to feel good too if you ask them for their assistance. So it's kind of empowering for both. In both directions, I think. Yeah,
that's very true. It's good because you create that relationship too by taking that step.
It really does. It really makes a big difference. And then you start to develop a rapport, and then you have someone there that's always willing to help you, and it goes back and forth both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much again for being here. I'm so grateful for Kathy and grateful for everything that she does and how she reaches out and just helps so many people around her. This is a very important career path. And so if you're interested in something like that, look into your local community college and see what programs are offered for that. It would just be, beneficial, and it just wouldn't hurt to check it out. Well, I hope this was helpful for you. We'll see you next time at Stand and Empower, and don't forget to like and share.